Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Indiana All-State Tournament here from Heritage Lanes in Kokomo, Indiana. Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester here in the broadcast booth. Top four from boys and girls going to compete here for a chance at the championship. And some familiar names here in the top four, especially on the boys' side. Your number one seed, junior Riley Spear, your singles state champion, the junior from Lutheran. And then another familiar name, too, that you might be didn't win the singles portion, but Elizabeth Jones from DeKalb, she finds herself in the first match as a number 3 seed. So some familiar names in this top four should be very exciting. Pattern a little bit more difficult than what we've seen here in the past. So premium on shot making.
Yeah, for sure. It's not like what we saw, 2 or 3 weeks ago at the state finals where scoring was pretty high. We saw Riley shoot, had the first 9. The championship match, and the girls' side came down to the last frame with very high scores. So shot making, spare shooting is going to be at a premium.
Well, your top four on the girls' side, in your number 4 seed, a senior Kendall Sarl from Southwood. She'll take on number 3 seed senior Elizabeth Jones from DeKalb. And then the winner of that match takes on Harley Toy from DeKalb. So if Elizabeth Jones can win that first match, we're going to see teammates take on one another here. And then your number 1 seed is Jordan Severson from Portage, the senior. So a lot of what we would say elder statesmen on the girls' side. A lot of seniors in this final. Matter of fact, all 4 girls are seniors. On the boys' side, your number 4 seed, Logan Brewer from Richmond, the junior, will take on your number 3 seed, Landon Million from Columbus North. And the winner of that match will take on sophomore Mike and Habiger from Bluffton. And again, your number 1 seed, junior Riley Spears. So again, Riley finds himself competing once again, one match away from another title here in the Indiana High School bowling ranks. And, boy, this junior is really making a name for himself.
Yeah, he sure is. He had a brother who, bowled just a few years ago and won a state's team title, I believe, with Noblesville, right? If I remember right. But now he's here bowling for a singles title, be the second one in just a few short weeks. And and he's only a junior.
Yeah, the bowling bloodlines in the Spear family, very strong. And good crowd here this afternoon. I think we had 108 players participating on both boys and girls. They bowled 3 games to get here to this point. And scoring on the boys' side, we'll round out the top 10 here on their side, because I believe the top 10 all received some scholarship money. Ashton Herman from Center Grove finished 10th with a score of 562. Trevor Thompson from Avon, the senior, 580. Struggled a little bit game 2. Your 8 qualifier was Andrew Shaw from Eastern Green with a 582. Carter Hunt from Kokomo here, local kid, 583. And 7th, Tyler Hernandez from Terre Haute North shot 588. In 5th place was David Price from Highland with a 590, and he just missed the top 4. And look at those scores. You had 588, 590, and 593 to make the top 4, and just 599 was third. So you had 4 or 5 kids really close, and it can come down to fill shots, getting pins on first balls off spares. It's just so many things can really dictate who makes this top 5 on the boys' side. So very tight scoring. On your girls, you had Elizabeth Dobson from South Putnam. She shot 506. Cheyenne Beachboard from Lapel shot 513 in 9th. In 8th was Leanne Hill from Evansville North with a 515. Alexis Jones, successful bowler from Columbus North. She shot 518 in 7th. Robin Edwards from Griffith, 520. And Emily Renew from Mississinawa with a 533 in 5th. So she just misses the top 4 by 1 pin.
And there again, it was pretty close. I was kind of surprised with the girls' scores, because after the first game, there were several that had 200s, and then they just kind of dropped after that. So it just shows you how demanding the condition is today.
Well, practice is wrapping up. Each participant gets 4 balls on each lane, and once they're finished, we have our matches underway here in just a few minutes. We want to thank you for watching right here on Savage Bowling TV, the official voice of Indiana High School Bowling, and want to thank, obviously, Larry and Mike, all their and Scott Devers for allowing us to bring you all of the broadcasts here for Indiana High School Bowling. We had an exciting weekend just a few weeks ago in Anderson for the high school state championships, especially that championship match that came down to Krista Gwynn, who came back to win that after her opponent had the front sevener, I believe, in that game. And then Riley Spear, really, it wasn't close. The drama was whether or not he was going to shoot 300. He has the front 9 and doesn't get the first one in the 10th, but really an exciting Indiana High School Bowling State Finals.
Yeah, for sure. I said after the first 2 or 3 frames of that championship match, I was like, he might shoot 300 because he was just throwing it that well.
And we're clearing out some deadwood here in the back behind the pin. It looks like maybe a ball might be stuck.
Oh, yeah.
In the back here.
And credit Krista, for her opponent goes front 7 against her. She starts out with an open, and I think she went the next 6, right?
Yeah.
And she just kind of hung around for her opponent to make a mistake, and she jumped on it once her opponent did make that mistake.
Yeah, and it's just incredible drama and excitement. Great crowd on hand to watch. Good crowd here today. A lot of people inside the bowling center, and now we're just kind of waiting for some. Looks like we have some balls maybe stuck here in the back, so they're trying to get that taken care of before we get started. But again, we want to thank you for watching the Indiana All-State Tournament here from Heritage Lanes in Kokomo here on Savage Bowling TV. And before we get started, we want to definitely thank the company of Storm for being a huge supporter of Indiana High School Bowling. Storm does a lot for IHSB, and love to have their partnership promoting the sport. And boy, Storm likes to really promote the young youth, which is so important to the life and the longevity of the sport of bowling here in the state of Indiana.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, from what we've seen the last few weeks, being around these kids, the future is bright. We're going to see in May when we do the middle school state finals, that program is growing again. The future's pretty good here in Indiana. Hey, our MC's going to go to the back and help.
He's going to make sure to see what can be done here. We apologize here for the little bit of delay here. But again, want to thank you guys for watching here on a Saturday afternoon. Kind of cold, cloudy day here in Indiana.
Spring's been teasing us the last couple weeks, and we had snow when we were in Anderson for high school, and then it got in the 70s.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, Chad filling in admirably here for Mr. Mike Albee, who is on his way back from Phoenix. He took part in the PBA All-Star festivities, and can't wait to watch that. That show will be on next weekend.
Yeah, it's Saturday at 1 on FS1, I saw.
Yeah, so if you're all curious to know just how Mike still throws the ball, you'll get a pretty good idea when you see that on FS1, and I look forward to watching it. I know that.
What did he tell you when you told him he had to start practicing? When he told us?
Yeah, right. Yeah, he was Mike has probably not a lot of interest in practicing. Of course, one of the all-time greats, and we're so lucky to have Mike involved in all of our broadcasts, and we hope he has a safe trip back home, and we'll look forward to seeing him here in a few months. We're going to be taking a little bit of a hiatus here for a couple of months, and we'll be back in June for the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars, and then we'll be broadcasting on a tape delay basis the Indiana Hall of Fame banquet, and so that'll be June 29th. So we hope you watch all of our broadcasts, and while you're watching, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like. We appreciate all your support here on Savage Bowling TV. We're going to take a quick timeout, and while we figure out what's going on here in the back, and hopefully we'll have some high school action here for you shortly. Thanks for watching here on Savage Bowling TV. All right, welcome back here to Savage Bowling TV's presentation of the Indiana All-State Tournament here from Heritage Lanes in Kokomo. A little bit of technical difficulties here. Pin setter in the back had a little issue on 29 and 30, and we're unable to use that for our TV pair. So both the boys and the girls matches will be done on one pair of lanes. That'll be 27 and 28. So we have to make a little bit of adjustments with our cameras, and we appreciate your patience here, and we'll be underway here in just a few minutes. The players are getting a few extra shots of warm-up to get ready here, and so the pace of play will be a little bit slower, but you'll see all the action right here on one pair of lanes. It should be interesting now where you're going to see a little more traffic, a lot more transition.
Yes, yeah. Especially when the guys are bowling, they tend to have a higher rev rate, so it could cause some issue for the girls, but maybe not. It could help them out as well, so we'll just have to see.
Yeah, absolutely. You never know. Again, our first match of the stepladder finals on the girls' side will be, again, number 4 seed senior Kendall Sarl from Southwood. She'll take on Elizabeth Jones, the senior from DeKalb. On the boys' side, junior Logan Brewer from Richmond, your number 4 seed. He'll take on Columbus North's junior Landon Million. And the Million name probably sounds familiar from that Columbus area. We just got word a little bit ago in the early part of the day that a new lead in the Indiana Open Championships from Mike Albie's Arrowhead Bowl in Lafayette. Team from Columbus, Gray's Pro Shop, took over the lead. Yeah, big number, 34.89, and Clint Million and Matt Sanders and Chris Jones, Alexis Jones' father, on that team. Of course, we cannot forget Mr. Gray, the Pro Shop owner down there in Columbus, as the captain of that team, and
he's put together a good one, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Now can it stand up?
Well, that's going to be the question now.
And we're only just a few weeks into the tournament, so there's still a lot of bowlers coming in.
That is quite the number to throw. So I'm sure Billy Gray had to be excited after that finish there. And what a team, though. Clint Million, Matt Sanders. Yes, the PBA star Matt Sanders. And Chris Jones. 3 of the bowlers on that team with Billy. And I think we should be getting started here anytime. We appreciate you being patient with us, as you never know when you can have an issue. And when you do have issues, it always happens at the most inopportune time.
Right. These pin setters aren't perfect. Things break down. If people saw what they go through, it's pretty amazing that they don't break down more, honestly.
Well, and
all the punishment, and they're consistently running all the time.
Yeah, and Dave Small and his staff does a great job with all of his centers, and obviously Zach Spencer, the manager here for Heritage Lanes, always does a fantastic job, and I believe the players are wrapping up their practice. I want to thank you for joining us, and feel free to chime in on the chat room.
Yeah, where's everybody watching from today?
Yeah, let us know where you're from, who you're pulling for. Got some Logan Brewer fans. Also got a Landon Million fan. Thanks, guys, for watching. Got a good crowd here just waiting patiently for the start of the Indiana All-State Tournament here from Kokomo. We'll be back on the air after a couple of months. We'll take a little break here, and we've been pretty busy here the last 2 months. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back.
Oh, he almost picked that 710 up in practice. He bounced it.
Yeah, we'll be back on the air, too. We got middle school state finals from Mike Albie's Arrowhead. Is that?
No,
it's
here.
That's right here at Heritage Lanes, in Kokomo.
May 18th.
May 18th, yep. So we'll have that, and then the next broadcast will be the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars from
Strike Force
Lanes in Greenfield.
June 8th. That's a fun tournament. You know, you get to see the best from Indiana, the best from Kentucky, and you know it's modeled off of the Indiana-Kentucky basketball All-Stars, and that's going on the same day at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indy. I saw the other day.
Yeah. Well, Zach, it's good catching up with you here, and be careful on your way home. You're going to beat us by a few hours, like probably 4. That's all right. All right, we're going to get started here. Elizabeth Jones here, the senior from DeKalb with the first shot. She comes in a pinch high 4-pin, and she's taking on Kendall Sarl from Southwood.
Wasn't she on the team that made a run at state finals in the team event a couple weeks ago? Remember Mike interviewing her?
Yeah, Elizabeth Jones was on I believe the finals and the singles step ladder.
Yes, maybe that was it.
Oh, she comes in and misses the 4-pin. Now the interesting thing here, first time we've ever had both the boys and the girls on the same pair of lanes.
That's right.
And like we talked about a little bit ago too, transition really going to be much more in play, especially for the girls. They're going to see, rev rate changes the lanes a lot. The girls don't typically have as much rev rate, so the boys are really going to open things up for the girls as well as.
And especially if somebody's out there throwing urethane.
So Landon comes in light, leaving a weak 10-pin, and now Logan Brewer steps up on the right lane. The junior from Richmond. Got some Richmond fans in the chat. Appreciate you watching.
Nice
shot.
And
he just rips the rack there. And we have a viewer from Sweden this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying the high school bowling here on Savage Bowling TV. Thanks for watching. Got another bowler watching from California.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Good day to watch bowling.
And Larry Zaidman, the commissioner of Indiana High School Bowling, chiming in. Larry, you've done a fantastic job today. Appreciate all your hard work for what you do for the Indiana High School Bowling programs.
Needs a hook. Oh.
Ball comes in light for Kendall. The 2-4-5, and now Elizabeth Jones trying to convert the 10-pin here. And she comes back with the spare after the open frame. Early lead here for Kendall Sarl from Southwood. Good cover. Never an easy spare. Yeah, you're right. You and I had the same thought there. As a bowler yourself, he's like, not a spare I want to shoot at all the time. There's so many ways to chop that. And now the boys will step up as Landon Million now working on a spare right lane. Lane 27-28, the championship pair now for both the boys and the girls.
Needs a hook.
Yeah, it comes in light. The 2-8.
We talk about pace of play. This is definitely more familiar for them instead of the match play format where you're bowling 2 frames at a time. Nice
Logan
shot.
Brewer with another strike here. That name might sound familiar too, as Richmond, I believe, were on the boys' side of the team finals.
Yes.
That needs to hook.
Oh.
And now Elizabeth Jones here on a spare, 3rd frame. Trailing by 11.
Looks good.
Good roll on the ball there for Elizabeth. She bowled really well.
She did.
In Anderson. But boy, the girls really put on a show at the high school state finals.
It's definitely the best we've seen since we've been doing this. Good shot.
Comes in light and mixes them up for a strike, and Kendall keeps that 11-pin lead over Elizabeth, and now the boys step up and Yeah, there we go in the chat. Second place. Really one of the more entertaining high school bowling state championships we've had, both in singles and team event.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun weekend. Lots of good bowlers. Some drama.
Light mixer for Landon. He needed that after that open frame in the second. Now Logan with a 33 pin or 23 pin lead can make it 33 with a strike right here in the third frame. Oh,
nice shot.
6 pin just slaps the 10 silly. And now Kendall right back up. Ooh,
Oh.
The 5 pin. Fortunately for her, no one has their hand up.
Not yet. We don't.
We all know what would happen in league play.
Yeah.
And now Elizabeth Jones.
She
Great
got lucky.
break there.
Yeah.
Trips the 6 out late. Just the 4-7. She averted disaster there.
That 5 pin to the ball just not get into a roll soon enough.
Yeah, it looked like she might have just missed it a little bit at the bottom. And that one had a good strong roll in it. She makes the 5, and she raises her hand as she walks off. She knows what happens there.
Oh, it's embarrassing to leave a 5 pin.
Okay. Thought they had to hold on a little bit, but you forget sometimes, too, that they're throwing plastic at the spares and they don't hook so much. And now, 4th frame already here. Matches will go by in a hurry. Comes in light. Oh, wait, Messenger. No. Solid 10 pin in that. We're going to have to. Oh, he fouled.
Oh, he did foul?
Chad, he did foul.
Oh, Lord.
Wow. I saw it sweep off the 10, and then I saw the light as Landon fouls, and down goes the 10 late. And Logan with a 4-bagger to start his game. Big early lead now over Landon Million, who fouled. Fortunately for him, it's on a spare or a strike. This needs to hook a little bit. Comes in light for the spare. No harm, no foul, no pun intended, but now Elizabeth Jones here. Left lane working on a spare. Oh, nice strike there for Elizabeth. That is 10 back. No doubter. Now Kendall Sarl working on a spare. Still 11-pin lead. She's trying to maintain that 11-pin lead here in the 5th frame right lane. Good roll on the ball there. Ooh, ball just kind of rolled out a little bit, and she's got a mess. 2, 4, 5, 7.
Again, another one you don't want to have to shoot at. Just like, yeah, that is spare.
Now Kendall going for the spare, but that,
textbook.
yeah, great cover there. Not an easy spare, but one thing that does, it hurts her on pin count a little bit as she gives up 4 there. So now the lead down to 7 pins. And Elizabeth Jones can take the lead, stepping up in the 6th frame. But first, let's see what the boys can do here. And a big shot for Landon Million here. After the foul, spare. Comes in high. Hit it! Yeah! The 4 takes out the 9. He's definitely getting a much better ball reaction. Now front 4. Oh, pinch stood, no chance.
No.
And boy, Logan Brewer has adapted well to the new pair of lanes here. Boys were going to bowl on 29-30, had an issue in the back on the ball return, and now they're over with the girls on 27-28. Now Kendall Sarl with a spare in the 5th, 6th frame. Oh, great
nice shot.
Yes. Now Elizabeth Jones, can she match her and take a 3-pin lead here? Comes in light. Oh, tough break. 5-10 or 5-7.
It's makeable.
Really surprised by that. She has a nice strong roll on the ball.
Again, it might be one that she just missed at the bottom a little bit.
Trying to. This got a chance.
Yeah,
oh, what a make! Great shot from
exactly
Elizabeth
how
Jones.
You're supposed to do it.
That
got
keeps
pumped
her
up too.
Yeah, and that keeps the lead at 7. Or I should say the deficit for her at 7. Huge conversion there in the middle part of this game, 6th frame. And now, Landon Million, he's at a point where he must strike. But Logan Brewer perfect through 5, 6th frame here.
Got a little bit out.
Oh,
carried a light switch.
Something from the back just tomahawked the 4-pin. Front 6, and now Landon Million must strike here.
You mean a ball? Did he make a ball change?
Yeah, he made a ball change.
Yeah.
Ball does not hook at the back end and leaves a washout here in the 6th frame. Interesting. When you really think about it, he left a 10-pin with the shot he fouled, but then made the spare.
Yeah.
Then he makes a ball change. Kind of an interesting decision there for Landon in the middle part of the game. I know when your opponent's striking at will. Oh, great cover. Boy, kids are putting on a spare clinic. But unfortunately for Landon, spares are not good enough. Now Elizabeth Jones after the great split conversion. There's a party in the pit, and the pins are invited. Strike for Elizabeth Jones in the 7th. And now, Kendall Sarl can take a 17-pin lead with a strike. Oh, man, the girls are really on fire.
Now everybody's striking.
Absolutely. $17-pin lead now for Kendall Sarl, the senior from Southwood, but all the attention right now on Logan Brewer, the junior from Richmond. Comes in high, 6'10", and unfortunately the writing on the wall right now for Landon, as it's all Logan Brewer here, 7th frame.
Looks good.
Oh! Dick Weber would approve.
Yep.
A Weber wall shot to perfection there for Logan Brewer, who's perfect through 7, and the announcer's jinx doesn't stand a chance.
No, I think we tight break.
Yeah, Landon Million there opens in.
Hopefully the announcer's jinx is gone after we actually had a 300 on our live stream.
Yeah, how exciting for us and for Brianna Long there.
Former Indiana High School bowler.
Yeah, 300 at the Queens last weekend in Anderson. First 300 in that event. Elizabeth Jones, 10-pin goes down for a double. Back to 7-pin deficit. Now Kendall Sarl can make it 17 again. She's got a double here. Oh, wait. Oh, what a break. As a pin comes out of nowhere and takes out the 4-7. Looked like it was fast 8 there.
Yeah.
Boy, if you like strikes, you have found the right show right now.
Logan's striking has become contagious to the girls.
Well, when you have a person with the front 7 or 8, I'll take whatever they're drinking.
That's for sure.
All right, here we go. 8th frame, left lane, perfect through 7.
Looks good.
Oh, he is solid. You know, he bowled real well in the team event at the high school state finals a few weeks ago as well. And right now, Landon Million just trying to get out of the way here.
Well, what can you do?
And now, great match here. Double working for Elizabeth Jones, 9th frame. Oh! And boy, we did not see this scoring.
No, we didn't. No. Well, the first game we did for the girls. For the girls, we did. I did see the scores after the game one, but then they really went down.
Transition really come into play here.
Yeah.
Oh, Kendall Sorrow.
Oh, another one? Oh.
Almost. Penn almost took out the 7. And that's going to give Elizabeth Jones a chance to win this match.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she missed it.
She missed it. That's going to have to be corrected. And a terrible time for that.
Get a quick score correction here.
Now she's going to really need some help from Elizabeth Jones. But Gerard Kelly there, our MC, taking care of the scores.
He's from right here in Kokomo.
And now Landon Million just trying to get out of the way here. Logan Brewer.
I don't know if the ball change was right for him.
I was really kind of surprised of the change after he threw essentially back-to-back strikes, even though one was a foul. That needs to hook.
Oh, slapped out the 10. Yeah, I mean, he was at least around the pocket with the other ball. It may not have been striking every time, but.
Yeah, kick save and a beauty there for Logan Brewer in the 9th.
Good spare.
And a good cover there on the 3-6-10 for Landon. You could not much you can do when your opponent starts out with the front 9. You better be lined up yourself. And still a great weekend. Oh, and Elizabeth Jones with the strike there.
Just trying to close the door on this match.
She just needs good count here in the second ball in the 10th, and she will advance. Much strike now at all for Kendall. Oh, solid 10, and that's going to be enough for Elizabeth Jones to advance. She's going to take on her teammate.
In the semifinal match, yeah. It looks like she's playing two different lines. It looks like on lane 27, and I don't know if she's meaning to do this, but on 27, she's getting the ball out farther. On 28, she's playing a little bit farther in and straighter.
Still a solid weekend as well for Kendall Sarl, the senior from Southwood, finishing 4th. Boy, there's that little 5-7
again.
There's that 5-7, but in a good spot right there. 227, the final score. And 203, the final for Kendall. Elizabeth Jones will advance to take on her teammate, Harley Toy, in our semifinal match.
We're down for the 10th frame here.
Now, history in the making here.
Taking his time like he should do.
Great shot there from Landon, but now all the attention centered on Logan Brewer, the junior from Richmond, front 9, 10th frame. Comes in. Smacks out the 5. And now, front 10. Can Logan Brewer finish the perfection? Here, second shot, 10th frame, front 10.
A little bit in.
Oh yeah!
Buried it.
Why not just send them all in the pit? And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A big moment right here. Indiana All-State Tournament. Logan Brewer, front 11. Can he reach perfection? Can he reach perfection? Can he do it? It's got a hook. It's got, oh, he does it!
300.
Oh, my goodness, 300 for Logan Brewer. My, oh, my, he got it right. And the ball came back and just hit like a Mack truck. Pin stood no chance.
That was awesome.
What a moment right here on Savage Bowling TV.
We get the monkey off our back, and this is what happens, right? Good for him.
What a moment for Logan Brewer. And Landon Million finishes up his game with a 161. But the stars are shining bright for Logan Brewer from Richmond. Hey, we're going to try to get a quick word right here.
How about that? Fantastic. Wow. Perfection. A lot of strength. Looking for the next match. Logan will face the second seed.
All right, we're going to bring Logan into the booth here real quick.
We'll get that started shortly.
But definitely want to get a word or two here with the junior from Richmond. And my, what a way to start off the step ladder. Let you waste no time. Just 300 game. Tell us what was going through your mind there in the 10th.
There wasn't really much there. It was just kind of, I don't know. I was stressed.
Now, let's, obviously, what a feat to do it right here on TV. And, obviously now you got to get the kind of calm the nerves. The adrenaline has to be running high right now.
It is pretty high. I hope I can keep it going, though.
What, for the fans out there, it looked like you were throwing urethane. Was that the case?
It was, yeah. It hasn't worked at all today, and it works great now.
So in that 12th shot, you look like you got the ball a little right. You saw some hook, and it just set right up the pocket. What was going through your mind there after you threw that final strike for 300?
I definitely pushed it out, but the gutter seems to have a lot of friction, which I was seeing in practice, and I figured that I'd end up sending one through the nose at some point. But that was probably the best shot I threw, even if it was on accident.
So now what do you do? What do you tell yourself now as you take just a short little break as your opponent throws some warm-up shots? What are you telling yourself for this next match?
It's just a new game, and that was only one part of a step ladder. So.
Well, hey, you can't get any more exciting than that, right?
No, not
now,
at all.
is how many 300s do you have?
This would be my third.
Third one. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks for doing it on TV. We appreciate it. Hey,
it's fun. Yeah,
this
fun
is
to call.
Yeah, this is the second event. We had a 300 at the Queen, shot by Brianna Long, who is a former high school bowler out of Frankfurt. And now we have Logan Brewer, the junior from Richmond. Congratulations, and best of luck next match.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you can't get any more exciting than that, ladies and gentlemen. 300 here from Logan Brewer, and he's got a lot to live up to now here in this second game. And hopefully he can calm those nerves a little bit and get himself ready. And that's going to be the challenge, isn't it, Chad? After you have a moment like that, the challenge is going to be to calm yourself and get ready for the next match, because as you know, you're not human if you're not shaking a little bit and the heart rate's up. And now you got to calm that adrenaline rush down and really, just like he said, it's a new game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to think of it that way. You got to try to put it out of your mind, because it's so easy now to shoot 180. You know, we've all been there. We've both been there in our careers. You know, it's just natural to still have that adrenaline going and you know, kind of do some dumb things out there. You know, that you're not accustomed to doing.
Well, he really. He got the ball right, and I thought, oh, that needs to hook.
Yeah,
and
me too.
Then all of a sudden I thought, ooh, that needs to slow down.
Yeah.
And that was flush, 10 back in the pit, no doubter. And what an exciting way to start off our step ladder finals here for the Indiana All-State Tournament from Heritage Lanes here at Kokomo, Indiana. Before competition began, the All-State teams were recognized. We have the honorable mention for both boys and girls, second team All-State for both boys and girls, and then our All-State first team. And congratulations goes to Krista Gwynn from Anderson High School and Riley Spear from Lutheran High School, who were awarded Girls and Boys Player of the Year. We'll be back with more here from the Indiana All-State Tournament from Heritage Lanes here on Savage Bowling TV. All right, welcome back here to Savage Bowling TV's presentation of the Indiana All-State Tournament from Heritage Lanes here in Kokomo, Indiana. Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester in the broadcast booth, and we couldn't start our stepladder finals off any better. Logan Brewer shoots a 300 against Landon Million, 300 to 161 your final score, and what an exciting match between Elizabeth Jones and Kendall Sorrell. Elizabeth Jones coming out on top, 227 to 203. And now teammates from DeKalb will take on one another, as Harley Toy, the senior from DeKalb, will take on her teammate Elizabeth Jones, and Logan Brewer advances to take on sophomore Mike and Habiger from Bluffton, and Ed Tackett from the Bluffton area. Yes, E.J. Tackett's father was here earlier today. I don't know if he is still here, but he was here earlier today and watching his kids bowl from their center, and always good to catch up with Ed, and now Harley Toy finishing up her final shots, and we're going to get things underway here. Again, thank you for watching right here on Savage Bowling TV.
Well, you and I have been here since 7 o'clock this morning, and or 8 o'clock this morning, I guess it was. So this has been worth the wait, for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're on a roll right now.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, Logan Brewer has to calm himself down a little bit after that exciting 10th frame, and Mike and letting Gerard Kelly, our MC, know if he wants to start or finish the match, so he knows what side to bowl on. And once they get that figured out, we're going to be underway. And Mike and bowled real well, Chad, if you remember back in the Storm doubles at Mike Albie's Arrowhead Bowl. He really solid.
Yeah, he throws it well.
Yes, he does. Only a sophomore, too.
They won it, didn't they? Him and his partner?
I believe they did.
I think they ran the ladder, actually.
Now Harley Toy will lead things off here, left lane. Oh,
Yeah.
the senior comes in right
They just
out
keep
of the
on
gate.
striking.
Yes. I think they picked the right pair to bowl on. Now, Elizabeth Jones. Ooh, she comes in just a... Oh, okay, pin rolls off the deck. 3-6-10, standing. Now, it'll be real interesting, too, with Logan, high rev rate, two-hander, throwing urethane. You know, those balls will destroy the fronts,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
They push oil, they don't soak it, as Elizabeth Jones leaves the 10-pin. So it's going to be real interesting now what we see transition-wise on this pair for all four players.
Yeah, all four players. It's going to affect everybody. And in some fashion, it could either help you or hurt you.
Again, want to thank Storm Bowling for all of their support and contributions here to Indiana High School Bowling and all of our events, and it's great to see them supporting the kids here, the youth of our sport. And now Logan Brewer.
Oh. Well, he'd rather have that now than in the 10th.
Absolutely, and it's a good spot for it if you're going to leave it the next game.
That's right.
And now Mike and Habiger comes in light. 2-8. Got a nice high backswing. Really good through the pivot step. A lot of power there at the bottom of that swing for a one-handed style as Logan Brewer makes the spare. Boy, Mike sure did miss pretty exciting start
did.
to our show
Yeah.
here. You know, who knows? Maybe he's watching. We can't wait to watch you bowl on TV, Mike. Now
Yeah, I was personally pretty excited to see that.
Mike in here for his spare. And he converts. Good spare. The sophomore from Bluffton here. Solid strike after the open frame for Elizabeth Jones. And now Harley Toy struck in her first shot, and now she's looking to double up here to start her match. That needs to hook. Comes in light. Ooh, bucket. Both girls with experience. They were in the team portion of the state finals.
That's right.
So they both have some TV experience, especially Elizabeth. Now, great conversion on the bucket for Harley Toy. She remains clean after two. And now Logan Brewer after the solid 10-pin in the first frame. So hard at times to reset after such an exhilarating finish to game
That
number
looks
one.
good. There you go.
Wow. And Mike comes in light. Oh, 5-pin right in front of the 7. Almost looks like Logan is throwing in an old blue hammer.
Yeah, and you said urethane. I'm like, well, what is it?
Well, you know, obviously
It could
Hammer
be.
has the new
Yeah, that's a little. This one's a little
hammer,
bit darker.
but this looks like an original blue hammer. Now Mike in for his spare conversion on the 7. And he gets it. Again, want to thank you for watching this afternoon here on Savage Bowling TV. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Love to see the fans root for their favorite team and player. Now Elizabeth Jones looking to double up here in the 3rd frame. Comes in a little high, 4-pin. Down 11. She found herself down 11 early in her match with Kendall Sarl and was able to come back with strikes in the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th frame to win that match. And now Harley with the 4-7. Lead cut to 9. And now Harley Toy, oh, she misses the 4-7, leaving the 4-pin open frame. And now that gives the lead right over to Elizabeth. 2-pin lead now early for her 4th frame coming up. And now Mike and Habiger stepping up here, right lane. Back-to-back spares to start his game. Looking for that first strike, 3rd frame. Oh, comes in high, 4, 7, or 6, 7, 10. Ball hooked a little bit early there on him. Stopped. And now Logan Brewer with an opportunity to build a lead. Oh, and it's just 10 in the pit. Double 4.
He seems unfazed, right?
He does.
And that's a good attitude to have.
He looks like he is definitely reset emotionally, and now he is focused on his 2nd match. Oh! Nice try there for Mikan. Leaving the 7-pin open frame in the 3rd. 25-pin lead here early for Logan Brewer. Now Elizabeth Jones. 2-pin lead here. Comes in high and trips the 4. Boy, that's when you know you're rolling it good. And now Harley Toy, after that open frame, needs to come back here in the 4th.
It's a hook a lot.
And it does. Oh, comes in light. Little flat 10 here. Well, she needs to convert this to keep that deficit at 2. Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester here in the broadcast booth. Indiana All-State Tournament here from Heritage Lanes in Kokomo. Good spare there for Harley Toy, the senior from DeKalb. And that DeKalb team really solid this year. Great showing at state finals. They've lost some players, though. They're especially in Harley and Elizabeth Jones here, both seniors. Winner of this match will take on Jordan Severson from Portage. Winner of this match between Mikan and Logan will take on Riley Spear, the junior from Lutheran.
And I don't know who's going to have their hands full more, Riley or whoever wins this match.
Right. Well, and you know, one thing that Riley knows.
If Logan keeps bowling like he is.
Well, and the other thing, though, Riley knows the left side is fresh.
Yeah.
That's
a big
great
advantage.
shot there from Mike and Habiger. Now Logan trying to convert the 10-pin here.
One thing that's challenging is, since we're in this angle, is getting the scores put in the right spot, because then it cuts off the heads and of people, and we want to make it as big as possible for you guys to read in on your screens wherever you're watching from.
Yeah, if we were using 2 pairs, we'd have a lot more. We'd
Got
be at
more
a much
room.
wider angle,
Yeah.
have more room. As Elizabeth Jones comes in high, 6'10", and both her and Harley both leave the 6'10", and a little smile from each here in the 5th frame.
And what is it for them? I mean, do they have a level more comfortable in this match because they know each other very well? And
I would think
You know.
that both players would have a better sense of relaxing and just having a fun time here. And obviously both want to win, but definitely probably a little bit easier bowling a teammate, someone you know real well. And a lot of these kids know each other real well,
They do.
even though they come
Yeah.
from different schools.
Yeah.
They bowl a lot of events as
Yep.
singles.
They're in the same conference, or they're bowling in other tournaments with each other. And let's face it, there's a ton for the youth to bowl in nowadays.
And now Logan Brewer left lane here after the spare in the 4th. He's got a 24-pin lead. Comes in line. Oh, almost left the
Lucky that-
7-10.
Yeah, lucky the 7 fell.
10-pin standing, and now a big opportunity for Mike and Habiger here in the 5th, working on a strike. He can cut that lead to 14 here. That needs to hook.
A bunch. Fortunate just to leave that. Although it's not a gimme, the 8-pin there.
1-2-8. Well, the girls are both playing pretty straight. Then you have Logan throwing urethane straighter. Good cover there on the 10. And Mike and one of the few that are really trying to swing the lane a little bit here. Oh,
man,
tough
that's-
break there as he leaves the 8-pin
We
open
really need
frame.
to try to get that ball to go Brooklyn.
He would have liked to have that on his first shot. Not so much
Yeah, it
on the
was perfect.
second.
Yeah, it was a perfect first shot.
Now Elizabeth Jones, 4-pin lead here.
Got it in.
And comes in high, almost Brooklyn, leaves the 10-pin. Fortunate for that. Now can Harley Toy cut into that deficit? Oh, and she does with a strike there in the 6th. Down to 3. Now you're starting to see that transition a little bit here, where the lanes are changing here from.
Hold on.
Ooh, and Elizabeth misses the 10. Open frame, critical moment there for Elizabeth Jones. 97 in the 6th. She's going to find herself down 18 pins here midway through their match. And now Mike and really needing to throw a good shot here to get back in his game. Mikan with 208, 170, 223 for a 601 in his qualifying series. Comes in light. Oh, man. He just can't get the ball to finish.
Is he playing too deep?
Are we seeing the urethane
Yeah. That
causing some issues maybe for Mikan? I don't know. Now Logan Brewer, he had games at 221, 167, and 205. Remember in our little interview at post-game number 1, our first match, remember Logan said he urethane didn't work for him in qualifying.
Yeah. I wonder how he. Are they just that much different down here, and he switched to the urethane, or was he trying out different balls and said, "Oh yeah, hey, this urethane does work. This is what I'm going to throw."
It's interesting that he's throwing a ball that's maybe double his age.
Yeah, if that's what it is. Yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty sure
something
it's
we threw as
yeah.
when we were young.
I'm pretty sure it's an original blue hammer, and you think about how old Logan Brewer is.
It's hitting hard.
That ball is well over double his age.
Mm-hmm.
I was throwing that ball back in the 80s.
Yeah, I think it came out like 89 or 90, something like that.
Yeah, if that's the case. That's 36 years.
Somebody in the chat said it is the OG hammer. Wow. Well, cool to see that going down the lane.
Big shot here for Harley. Oh, and she comes in half pocket, leaving a stubborn 10 pin. And now a huge spare here on the 2-5 for Elizabeth, and she makes it.
Spare.
Well, this will maintain an 8-pin lead, and there we go. I wasn't sure her body language.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure she made it or not. She was kind of leaning to the left there, and ball converts the 10, and she's got an 8-pin lead over her teammate Elizabeth Jones. And now Logan Brewer here stepping up in the 7th with a strike in the 6th. 26-pin lead. He can make it 36 right now. And go ahead.
Mike just went and got another ball.
Yeah, he's making a change. Probably a good change. Mm-hmm. He's back-to-back opens right now.
Carry.
Ooh. Almost a 7-10.
And the 5 fell to the left.
Now you're seeing a point, too, where if Logan amps up on it just a little bit, that ball's not hooking. Yeah. It's just rolling out. And that's the difference between urethane and resin. Urethane will hook much earlier, where resin will hook much later. Now, can Mikan make the right change? Oh.
Well, that's close, and he got straighter.
Good shot there, 4-pin. Really throws it well.
He does.
So does Logan. Both players very talented.
All 4 of these players throw it really well.
You're right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and the first mistake of the game, really of the day, for Logan Brewer.
Yeah, definitely see some transition. He's going to have to make an adjustment.
We'll need a score correction, and Gerard Kelly waiting to make that change. And a good spare there for Mikan. Now that's going to change things quite a bit here.
And it was probably a good ball change now.
Now let's see what he can do here in the back end of this game. 136 in the 7th, so 34-pin lead still, though, for Logan Brewer. Mikan's still going to have to throw some strikes. And we're down to the final 3 frames of this match.
That looks good. Nice shot.
Great shot by Elizabeth Jones. She puts the pressure right back on Harley. What can she do here in the 8th? She comes in just a pinch high, 4-7. Now remember, she missed this back in the 3rd frame. Let's see if she can correct that mistake on this one here. And if she does, she'll still have a 6-pin lead. And needs to hurry. Oh, and she's missed it again.
Let's see what both of these players here do here. With Logan probably needing to make a little bit of adjustment either with his speed or his feet. And see if Mike can start striking again with this other ball.
Open frame in the 7th here. 8th frame. Oh,
nice shot, yeah.
No doubter. Now, can he figure out this left lane? He's only struck once in 4 frames. Oh, what an adjustment for Mikan. Hey.
Playing a different part of the lane.
Well, he's playing right on top of that urethane.
That's probably what he was thinking.
Yeah, the one thing the urethane will do is give you a little bit of hold as it's pushing oil down the lane.
Well, he probably recognized that he was deep with that other ball, and he was hitting that spot down lane where it wasn't hooking. So he's probably like, I'm gonna use his line to his advantage.
Big opportunity right there for Elizabeth, and she leaves the bucket in the ninth.
Yeah, not an easy spare. That better hook.
Oh,
Fortunate and wanted to leave the 2.
that's right. Big spare here, though, for Elizabeth Jones. Not a spare you want to shoot at a bunch.
That's good.
Oh, great cover. That is not an easy spare at all. Now Harley Toy, yeah, she makes that. So both players sparing in the ninth, but advantage goes to Elizabeth Jones with a 5-pin lead as we head into the 10th. Drama once again on the girls' side. And now, Mikan in a must-strike situation, 9th frame. 192 still out there. Logan Brewer going at a 196 pace.
It's not over yet.
Must strike. Oh, great shot.
I mean, that was a good ball change.
Not only the ball change, but he moved about
Yeah.
6 to 7 boards right. Now, Logan Brewer here.
Good shot.
No doubter. That's been the lane that's been giving him a little bit of trouble.
He's talking to his coach and kind of made some motions with his hands, so he must have made an adjustment.
And now, 10th frame for the girls. 5-pin lead for Elizabeth Jones. Harley Toy up first here, 10th frame.
That's pretty good.
Oh, 10 of the pit. Huge shot for Harley now. Can Elizabeth Jones follow? Oh, she comes in high. Boy, does that make things interesting here. 154 now in the ninth. Now, Harley Toy. Elizabeth Jones first must spare.
Yeah.
But Harley Toy can win this match here with a strike and good count. That's got a hook. Comes in light. 245. Still not over. Oh, great spare on the 3-6-10. 174, the possibility. Now, here's the thing. If Harley picks this up, she'll have 172. That'll force Elizabeth Jones to get 9 in the fill.
Yeah.
Far from over. We have a chance for a tie even. Great cover there.
All right.
Well, the 2-4-7 missed opportunities come back to haunt Harley. 9 pins to win. It's coming in high. Oh, we have a tie.
And it'll probably be a 9th and 10th frame roll-off, I'm assuming.
Yes. My, oh my, what drama. Chad, that could have been 7 so easily.
Easily, yeah. I thought it was going to be. I still like the one ball sudden death roll-off, but I think the tournament rules here are
9th and
9th
10th.
and
Yeah,
10th.
I don't mind it in this scenario.
No, I don't.
You know, best shot wins. Mikan, for any chance, must strike right here on this shot.
Looks good.
Oh, man. Boy, is he probably going to be kicking himself.
Yeah, he didn't make that change earlier.
He has been absolutely brilliant his last 3 shots. And now, good count here. Will advance Logan Brewer. Oh, fortunate just to leave the 7. Will be interesting to see if he gets out of that ball here in the next match.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real curious. He must make this spare for one. Oh, well, it doesn't matter now.
No, you would think he probably needs to try another ball just to see what he has. Move into resin.
Well, and after the boys finish up, the girls are going to have a 9th and 10th frame roll-off.
Yeah. Teammates, too.
I'm sure they're over there having a good little conversation. And good finish for Mike, and just a tough go for him there in the middle part of that game. He'll shoot 181. Ooh.
He missed the spare. And now I can't try under the ball if that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah, 193 for Logan Brewer. He'll advance to the title match to take on junior Riley Spear. But before that, we got to find out who's going to take on Jordan Severson here. Elizabeth Jones and Harley Toy with a 172 tie. And Mike Krauscher with the tournament director here,
I think
giving the girls the instructions.
He just told Gerard to keep track on paper. Good old.
The old school way.
Old school.
And Elizabeth Jones will start.
We'll take off our. Well, we could leave our graphic on. It'll probably show it. But probably won't show it under the right bowler, so we'll take it off.
We have a strike there. I'm just going to keep a little score myself here. Now I'm going to have to probably take off my shoes and socks so I can count to 20 here. They said there would be no math. That's got a hook. Oh, it does. Oh, great shot.
That found some friction.
You can thank Logan Brewer for that.
Yeah.
That ball hooked early, and then it just laid there. Great shot. I think even Harley looked a little surprised there. Both players with strikes in the 9th. Now 10th frame. Whatever Harley does, Elizabeth Jones is going to have to match.
At least.
At least. Oh, comes in light. Well, if she makes this and spares, she can have a total, and strikes, she can have a total of 40. Elizabeth Jones would have to strike first ball in the 10th to advance. The most you can get. Oh, she misses it.
And that comes into play here if
now
she doesn't strike.
Yeah, any type of mark right now, she'll advance. 29 now here for Harley Toy. Spare shooting has come back to haunt her. She missed 2 4-7s in her match with Elizabeth Jones here. Oh, that's got to sit down.
She's got to pick it up.
A stone 7-pin. Well.
Now she's like, I got to make this.
Well.
She misses and there's another tie.
Then I'm wondering, I assume you keep doing 9th and 10th frame roll-offs.
Yeah, I would assume, yeah. Needs a spare. She's got it.
Oh my goodness.
I thought she had it. And it just kind of stopped hooking.
My, oh my.
We're going to go to another 10th in frame.
Yeah, 28 to 28 there.
Doing it again.
Oh my goodness. These girls from DeKalb, they just don't want to stop bowling. They want to go all afternoon. I'm good with it.
They're like, we're friends.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, here we go. Elizabeth Jones will lead off again. She comes in high. Fortunate to leave just the 3-pin. Of course, we have to be a little careful. We're right behind
Yeah.
the championship pair, so oh, I love it. Now, what does that do to Logan Brewer, though, as he's got to sit
Sit
and
a little
wait?
bit longer.
Good spare there, because he isn't going to get the 4 shots on each lane like Riley Spear will. I'm assuming there would be a pair that he can at
Yeah.
least stay warm.
He's not using it. If they did offer it to him, he's standing here to our right. There's
Oh,
good shot.
great shot there.
All right.
Well, here it is. Harley Toy with the outcome in her hands. A strike here. The most that Elizabeth Jones can obtain is 40. A strike here would pretty much send her to the championship match. Oh! Solid 10.
We have a possibility of another tie.
Well, this is going to be critical right here.
She's got to pick this up. She missed it.
Yeah.
The last
Well,
roll
if
off.
she makes this, that's going to force. And she did.
She did it.
That's going to force. Now, if she gets strike here in the fill, that's going to force Elizabeth Jones to get the first one in the 10th at least.
Yes.
Good looking shot there. Comes in light.
Oh,
8. Leaves the 5-7. That's 38 final score. And now Elizabeth Jones,
She can win this match, though.
she controls her own destiny right here. 20 in the 10th. Strike spare would advance. 19 would advance. That looks good. Oh my goodness. Now,
She's doing a good shot.
absolutely. She needs to make this and get at least 9 to
9.
tie, strike to win. She's got to make this first. I know one thing we've talked about before. I'm resetting that rack on the left lane. I don't want to
Yeah,
look at
we-
that 5-7.
Looks pretty good.
All right, now
right.
she's got it.
Strike to win, 9 to tie.
Strike to win, 9 to tie. You called it right, Chad? My, oh my. Oh, the excitement. The
My
excitement.
hands are sweating.
I know. Yeah, absolutely. You know, as a competitor, you know what's going on in the mind of the player. Can she calm the nerves? Oh, that's
She got
left.
it in. Get a Brooklyn.
Oh, you're kidding me! Oh my goodness,
Wow.
Brooklyn strike. And
What-
oh my goodness, and the teammates hug one another.
I
Oh,
think she was like, really, you beat me on that? And then they get up and they hug.
oh, what a finish to the match between Elizabeth Jones and Harley Toy. Elizabeth Jones, they tie at 172, then they tie at 28, and Elizabeth Jones in dramatic fashion strikes in the 10th fill ball and shoots 39 to Harley Toy's 38. She'll take on Jordan Severson in the championship match on the girls' side. Logan Brewer and Riley Spear in the finals on the boys' side. We'll be back with the championship match here on Savage Bowling TV. All right, welcome back here to Savage Bowling TV's presentation of the Indiana All-State Tournament here from Heritage Lanes in Kokomo, Indiana. Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester in the broadcast booth, and want to highlight the all-tournament, or I should say all-state teams this year. On the first team, especially the girls, you have junior Campbell White from Crawfordsville, senior J.C. Smith from Huntington North, Emily Heldman from Greenwood Christian, a junior, senior Alexis Jones from Columbus North, and leading the way, senior Krista Gwynn, the single state champion from Anderson. And on the boys' side, you had Lucas McNamara, the senior from Wheeler, Jordan Bauer, the junior from Ron Colley, Ryan Weber from Wrights in Evansville, the senior from Avon, the talented Trevor Thompson, and leading the way, the junior Riley Spear, the single state champ on the boys' side from Lutheran. And speaking of Riley Spear, he's finishing up his warm-up shots as he is about to take on Logan Brewer, the junior from Richmond. And on the girls' side here, our first look at Jordan Severson as she's warming up from Portage. She is a senior. She led qualifying with a 5:57, games of 2:03, 181, and 173. Riley Spear leading the way. Just kind of consistent, 2:01, 2:15, 2:04 with a 6:20 series. I watched him bowl a little bit. He didn't have what I would say was a really good reaction. He just made the best of it.
Yeah.
And was able to throw 3 200 games. Nothing big. And
sometimes that's what you need to survive, and he probably feels pretty lucky to be in the number 1 seed just with those scores.
Severson has one more shot, I believe, here on the right lane, and so we got a couple of two-handers here on the boys' side, and Logan Brewer and Riley Spears should be a great one, both juniors. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of both of those here, regardless of the outcome here. Riley Spear looking in a way to go back-to-back on our shows here, Chad, with a single state championship in Anderson and now looking to win the Indiana All-State. Both kids will shake hands.
Here we go.
And once these matches have concluded, we'll have interviews here in the broadcast booth with both winners. And then we'll wrap things up here from Kokomo. What a weekend here. Great day for high school bowling once again here. If you're just joining us, Logan Brewer shot a 300 game in his first game against Landon Million from Columbus North. And then, obviously, just before this match started, Elizabeth Jones and Harley Toy, teammates from DeKalb, going toe-to-toe. 2 9th and 10th frame roll-offs to decide who was going to bowl Jordan Severson, and Elizabeth Jones comes out on top, and she starts out with a strike. And now our first look at Jordan Severson, the senior from Portage. Oh, great
Good
roll.
Shot.
Both girls starting off with strikes, and now the boys step up here. And Riley Spear will lead things off here. Right lane, lane 28, 27 to 28, our championship pair. And this young man, extremely talented. Two-handed left-hander. 10 in the pit.
We've seen that before.
Yeah, and I believe he's throwing the purple hammer. He's going urethane.
I think that's what he was throwing in Anderson as well. Just a lot straighter.
Really gets back behind the ball. A lot of high end-over-end roll. And fortunate, the headpin came back across and took out the 9, 3-6-10 standing.
And that one didn't set up like he thought it was going to.
You know, now Logan Brewer facing some transition here, much more than what Riley Spear, even though this is his first frame on the championship pair, nobody bowling on the left side, so he's got it all to himself. Good cover from Logan. Again, want to thank everybody for watching here on Savage Bowling TV.
We'll get some scores up here as soon as the Lane Talk app refreshes. I want to thank Lane Talk for providing us with scoring so far in all of our events this year.
Oh,
Nice
and
shot.
Elizabeth
Jeez.
Jones starts out with a double.
Getting right up there and just.
Now can Jordan Severson match her? No, she comes in light with the 2-8. I'm looking out to my right here, out the window or the doors, see the sun out. It's
Yeah.
always nice when you see the sun. It's been an exciting day of high school bowling here. All the awards, everything that goes on with the Indiana All-State, they select their region teams, the All-State teams.
Bowler of the year.
Yeah, hand out awards. Again, want to congratulate Krista Gwynn, the senior from Anderson, and Riley Spear, junior from Lutheran, on being named the players of the year on both the boys and girls side. And boy, Riley Spear looking to hog a lot of stuff here. Single state champion, player of the year, now in the finals of the Indiana All-State tournament. But does Logan Brewer have a say in it? Second frame here, working on a spare. That ball's just really hooking early.
Yeah.
Now, can he move left and still get that ball to finish hard?
And not leave a 5-pin or a weak 10 or.
And he's going to have to maybe make some quick moves because Riley Spear comes out swinging.
Yeah, you're right on this. I mean, this is fresh, so really
That's
he's
got a hook.
He has the advantage here just because of the fresher lane condition.
Open frame there in the second for Logan Brewer. Not a good time for that when your opponent starts out with the front two.
I don't know if you mentioned, but the bowlers who finished in the top 10 today in each division receive scholarships. Whoever wins this match receives a $500 scholarship.
Ah. That'll help with the education.
For sure.
Both these gentlemen have a little time to think about that, only juniors. On the other hand, both Jordan and Elizabeth seniors. Oh, 10-pin for Jordan, but a 4-7-10 split for Elizabeth. Would love to make it. Ooh, but you want to get 2 there, and she misses the 7. Now she's got 53 in the third. 6-pin lead here for Jordan if she can convert the 10. And that's got to stay on. Oh, and she misses it. Both players opening here in the third frame. 5-pin lead now for Elizabeth. Now, Logan here with an open in the second frame. And Chad, let's see what he does here.
Yeah, does he bump in a little bit?
It looks like he might be making a ball change.
Which is something we thought he would do maybe the last game.
Yeah. Ooh, he goes to a gem. It looked like a Roto Grip gem with a lot of surface.
Yeah, not sure that.
And now Riley Spear.
Right back at
Now
it.
remember what this young man did in the finals of the single state
Front 10.
championship. Front 9.
Or front 9, sorry.
Yeah. And he thought he threw it good in the first ball in the 10th. And remember, he left the 3-7-9. This kid knows how to throw strikes. Good cover there for Logan. Remember, too, he changed that ball to shoot the spare on the cross lane spare, and it came up light. So one thing, a ball with that much surface, he's going to use a lot of it
is.
early.
Yeah.
Now, can Elizabeth Jones, what can she do after the open frame in the third?
Oh. No.
Well, those are goalposts.
Yeah.
4-6. Now, Jordan Severson with an opportunity, and she comes in light.
Urethane effect here?
You would have to
Kinda
think that
all just
possibly
faded.
could be. Looked like Elizabeth just missed hers in, right? pulled it a little left.
For sure with her shot.
But yeah, Jordan Severson's shot probably, I would say, has. Oh!
She made a run at it.
Boy, I tell you, the 7-pin was standing. I think she gets it. But unfortunately, it was the 4. Important here to get at least good pin count for Jordan, and she leaves the 4-10. 6-pin lead here now for Elizabeth Jones as both players open. And now Logan Brewer finds himself trailing for the first time the entire day.
What did he sticking with that ball, that gem?
One thing that Logan doesn't lack is ball speed. He throws it pretty firm. Oh, great shot. Now Riley Spear, 4th frame, front 3. Oh, make it 4. Boy, Riley is just so talented. Both players are extremely talented.
Hey, look. We have scores. It only took 4 frames. But I think it was because it was scoring when they were doing the 9th and 10th frame roll off, and he just erased them instead of them starting a new game. So
10th pin there for Jordan in the 5th. Now what can Elizabeth Jones do? Oh, and she strikes.
And when her ball hits the pocket, it hits it pretty hard.
She puts a nice roll on it. So does Jordan. Hang on. Oh. And another
she missed it.
Open frame here in the 3rd. And unfortunately for her, 2 of them single pin misses.
Nerve setting in?
I don't know if she doesn't look nervous.
No.
I think it's just one of those where it just misses right off the hand. And of course, the plastic ball designed to not hook. And once she misses right, no chance. And now Logan Brewer, boy, a strike here would be just what the doctor ordered. Oh,
good shot. All right, so he obviously adjusted off of the first frame he threw with that ball.
Yeah, that lets Riley know that, hey, I'm here still.
You make a mistake, I'm coming for you. And
he got that one left early.
Yeah.
.247, not an easy spare conversion here.
Oh no.
And there is the first mistake.
And then doors open.
And he misses the 247, leaving the 2. 115 now in the 5th. 19-pin deficit now for Logan. He can cut that to 9 with the strike here in the 6th. But before, Jordan Severson.
Yeah, way to come back.
Before he gets to bowl, we got to get through Jordan and Elizabeth. And Jordan with a nice strike there. Oh, and a solid 10
man
for Elizabeth. 17-pin lead now, though, for Elizabeth Jones if she converts the 10-pin here in the 6th. Oh, just enough.
That little kick helped.
The extra coat of paint on the 10-pin really paid dividends there for Elizabeth Jones. Oh, my goodness. She's living life on the edge. Oh, and now Riley Spear here after the open frame in the 5th. Left lane, 6th frame.
Much better.
Great shot. You gotta love the attitude of Elizabeth Jones. She's really an easygoing personality, and
yeah, you can tell she seems pretty relaxed. She's smiling. And
Yeah, just enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
Now, Jordan Brewer can cut that deficit to 9 here with a strike in the 6, working on a double. Oh, man. He has thrown 3 really high-quality shots. You know, that's what they always say. If you're going to make the move, trust it. Just put your best on it. And, boy, he's done that 3 times in a row here. And, boy, we got ourselves a match.
Yeah, well, he started off with that ball. And when he switched to it, he probably just made a guess as far as where to stand.
Great shot here.
Oh, nice shot.
Double for Jordan. Oh, Brooklyn strike for Elizabeth Jones. But, boy, Jordan has cut that lead down to 7 pins, Chad. We have a good one here on both sides. Both matches up for grabs. Back half of the game now. Strike working for Riley. Right lane. 7th frame.
Oh,
he liked it.
I thought he got it just a little bit farther in.
Yeah, well, you know, when he gave that quick little move,
he liked it. Yeah.
He liked it at the bottom. Solid 7.
He knows Logan's coming for him.
Well, and he knows Logan is lined up.
Yeah.
Those last 3 shots that Logan has thrown
big clutch.
Have told that story. Now he needs to make this spare here, which he does. Great experience, though, gained for both players here. Love the stepladder finals. Lots of pressure. Both players executing at a high level. Now, can he... Oh, boy, he comes back and just smashes a 10. Oh.
Wow. 6-pin went flying right over the 10-pin.
He had a chance to tie the match right there. Actually had a chance to take the lead by 1. And instead, he'll be down by 10 if he makes the 10-pin.
2 frames left. 3 frames left.
All right, good cover. All right, 7-pin lead on the girls' side. For Elizabeth Jones. 10-pin lead for Riley Spear here. 3 frames to go. Oh, she missed it left again. Couldn't get enough of the head pin there. Now she got a tough spare in the 3-9. And now Jordan Severson can take the lead. Slow down. Ooh. 6-10. Well, she wasn't going to miss right with that one, neither player. 9-pin lead now, though, for Elizabeth Jones. Tough spare conversion here.
It is, but she did
good
it.
cover.
Good job there.
Important here for Jordan to match Elizabeth with a mark here in the 8th frame. Oh my goodness. I thought she had it.
Yeah.
She leaves the 6.
Another key open.
Open frame. Now, that gives Elizabeth Jones a 21-pin lead. Just like that. Here we go on the boys' side. Logan Brewer, 8th frame, working on a spare. Oh, I didn't have to say, hook, because he knew it was going to. It was like, how much? Fortunate to leave just the 4-pin. Now, Riley Spear. He liked it.
Yes.
Light mixer.
Nice shot.
He kind of gives that kick.
Yeah, when he knows it's
when he throws a good.
Yeah.
You can kind of get a good read from him. Now, important for Logan to make this spare here. 11-pin lead for Riley here going into the 9th.
We're in for our last 2 frames being pretty good here for both matches.
Yeah, once we're done here, we'll talk to both winners here in the broadcast booth. Scott Gilmore and Chad Lester here with you here on Savage Bowling TV. Want to thank everyone for watching. Want to thank Storm for all their contributions to Indiana High School bowling and its programs. Been a proud supporter of the youth here in the state of Indiana, and now a tough 3-10 split for Elizabeth Jones and Jordan Severson with 10 in the pit, striking a 9th to set herself up. A lot to be done here in this game here between both Elizabeth and Jordan. Big spare attempt here for Elizabeth Jones.
Not an easy one.
Oh, she leaves the 10. Open frame 149, Chad. And really right now, Jordan Severson controls, after all of this, controls her own destination here. Now, a strike here would really put the clamps on this title for Riley Spear. That was, oh, he knew it. He didn't give that.
Yeah.
He knew that was right. Boy, that gives Logan an opportunity here as he's down 11. But a strike here in the 9th would put him back in contention. 225 max score for Riley Spear with a mark in the 9th. 224 possible for Logan, and he leaves a stubborn 10-pin. All right, good cover there for Riley. Oh. So really, if you look at it, 215 pace for Riley, 213 max score for Logan. So still a lot of bowling left for both players, but important mark here in the 9th for Logan Brewer.
On the spare. All right,
Good
10
cover.
frame. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Elizabeth Jones here in the 10th frame. That needs to slow down. Look out. Oh.
Okay.
All right, good break there, leaving just the 3-pin.
She's fortunate the
Well,
10 fell with the 6.
Strike here, Chad, for Jordan, and she wins. Strike and good count. Strike and good count. Oh, and she leaves the 3-6-10. Now, really, Elizabeth Jones just needs to mark here. A mark and any good count, and she will win. A mark and any good count, and she will win. There's the mark. Really, Chad, I think all she needs is 3 pins.
Yeah, just keep it on the lane pretty much.
And it won't matter now as Jordan Severson opens in the 10th for a 149. Elizabeth Jones runs the ladder. Elizabeth Jones runs the ladder, and there's your winner on the girls' side.
In dramatic fashion. I mean, she's had those 2 matches previous to this one, all 3 matches, I mean, she had to work at. Obviously, the last one going into 2 9th and 10th frame roll-offs, and here we go, 10th frame here.
All right, here we go.
It's not over here.
No, it's not. A strike here would help. Oh, a flat 10 or 7. And now that sets up for the possibility of a tie. But first, Logan must. He's got to have.
Strike here.
He's got to have them all here in the 10th frame to put any pressure on Riley. Now, Riley still controls the situation here. Must strike for Logan Brewer. Oh, man, there was one.
Riley needs this. Oh.
Riley opens in the 10th frame. Now, Here it is, a strike to win.
Yeah.
A strike to win. We could have a tie here, Chad. Strike to win for Logan Brewer. And Riley Spear just beside himself after missing the 7-pin. And he knew it when he let go of it.
Could we have it where both players ran the ladder?
Strike to win.
Looks good.
Oh, and he gets it!
Clutch.
What a clutch performance there.
His coach was standing up, running it out with him and slapping his hands.
Yeah, he just needs to keep it on the lane.
Yep. And we'll have him back in the booth here in just a few minutes.
Just stay behind the foul line and keep it on the lane, and Logan Brewer is your champion. .211 to .203, Logan Brewer. What a day for the junior out of Richmond. 300, game number 1, comes back to win the boys' side, and Elizabeth Jones runs the ladder. We're going to have both Elizabeth and Logan in our broadcast booth right after this short timeout. You're watching the Indiana All-State Tournament right here on Savage Bowling TV. We're going to look right here. All right, welcome back to the broadcast booth. Here you're watching the Indiana All-State Tournament from Heritage Lanes in Kokomo, Indiana. I'm with the champions, and both of you run the ladder. Logan, you were the 4 seed. Elizabeth, you were the 3 seed. Both of you come back to win, but first I'm going to talk to you, Elizabeth. We had a chance to kind of talk with you at the state championships in Anderson, and now you find yourself back on the step ladder. Let's talk a little bit about your day. An unbelievable match, your first match against Kendall Sarl. You come back to win that. But let's talk about that teammate battle there in game number 2. It looked like the teammates didn't want to stop bowling. It's a couple of 9th and 10th frame rolls. Talk to us a little bit about that.
We were just having fun with it. We talked about it like, hey, we might have to bowl, and we both wanted each other to win, but in the end, one of us did have to win.
How satisfying is it for you to you're finishing your high school career? How satisfying is it for you to take this title here at the All-State?
It ends on a high note. That's what I kind of wanted to do. I was happy with what I did this year, so I made my goal, and this just adds more to it.
Now, are you going to plan on continuing your college career by bowling at college, or your bowling career?
Yeah, I plan on going to Indiana Tech.
All right. Well, congratulations, Elizabeth, on the win. And now, showtime here. Back in the broadcast booth, 300, game number 1. But talk to us in that championship match there. The urethane kind of struggling a little bit. You make a really good ball change. What did you go to, and what were you seeing at that moment?
I went to a Roto Grip gym, and my urethane was kind of picking up early and kind of hooking in some weird spots. So I changed some stuff up, and it was a good move.
Well, when you had that opportunity, you saw Riley missing the 7th pin there in the 10th. You knew you had a chance to win. What was going through your mind on that second shot in the 10th?
I was all calm and collected, and then I saw him miss the spare, and it was like just spaghetti legs.
Well, it didn't look like it from us. You threw an absolutely fantastic shot. Congratulations on the win. You're still a junior. You got a lot more bowling left. I know you had a good run there with your teammates there at the state championship, so it's got to feel good to come here and win this one. All right. Well, there's your champions, Elizabeth Jones and Logan Brewer. We'll be back to wrap things up here at Allstate from Heritage Lanes in Kokomo. All right, congratulations, guys. Go get your photos and your trophies. All right, welcome back here to Savage Bowling TV's presentation of the Indiana All-State Tournament from Heritage Lanes in Kokomo, Indiana. Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester wrapping things up, and man, what an exciting step-ladder finals that was.
That was a good time. That was a good time. Fun to watch. All the bowlers that we had on the telecast today were great, but these two bowlers that won it, they ran the ladder, and they just bowled good. You can't say anything more about these two.
Well, let's go over the girls' side of the bracket real quickly here. And what a great match between Elizabeth Jones and Kendall Sarl. Elizabeth coming back to win that match, 227 to 203. And then you had the marathon in game number 2 against her teammate Harley Toy, where it took 2 9th and 10th frame roll-offs.
Yeah. I can't imagine, bowling 2 9th and 10th frame roll-offs and trying to keep my nerves under control.
Well, then, Jordan Severson, the number 1 seed, just couldn't get anything going, missed a couple of spares, and Elizabeth just did enough there in that championship match.
Yeah, Elizabeth bowled good all day. She hung in there, took advantage of her opponent, making the mistakes and missing spares, and, came out with a win.
You had to be real impressive with the junior Logan Brewer from Richmond, who starts off the event with a 300 in his match against Landon Million. And it was so impressive was the fact, not only with the 300 game, but to calm the nerves down and then find yourself in the championship match when Riley Spear just out of nowhere misses the 7th pin, just totally unlike Riley. But then Logan takes advantage with a great ball change in that game, but then 2 in the 10th.
Logan definitely has nerves of steel, in my opinion. I mean, he got up there and buried those shots and came away with the win, and, congratulations to him.
Well, that wraps things up here from Heritage Lanes in Kokomo. What a day for high school bowling. It's been a pleasure bringing you this broadcast. I want to thank Storm for all their contributions for Indiana high school bowling. But, man, what a day here in Kokomo. Your winners, once again, Elizabeth Jones and Logan Brewer. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast here on Savage Bowling TV. We'll see you here from Kokomo.